This is Marketing 101, Part 1 of 3, and I just wanted to go over this segment of it. Basically, what we're going to talk about today are the pros and cons of listening with the inside versus the outside. And when I say inside, subjective thoughts, thinking, mental formations, that type of thing. On the outside, the objective, the empirical world, that type of thing, cold, calculating, type of, sort of a soulless machine. Okay, there's two different ways of listening to things that happen around you. There's of course, use your head, right? You just think, right? Things happen. The outcome is good, hopefully. So you use your head. And sometimes you use your heart. Okay? And people know what I'm talking about with that. Okay? And with this, the pro to listening like that is you can really follow a line of thinking really deep in your customer if you listen to them like that, okay? Because marketing is nothing more than listening very carefully to what's happening, okay? So, but you have to listen, just like our brains, we're wired to have a left and right hemisphere. The right hemisphere, the right side of our brain controls creative stuff, music and so on. I'm a huge musician myself. And the other side could, Mr. Spock from Star Trek, if anybody out there remembers him. Just really kind of boring, interesting, like what are you doing? It's kind of a cool little calculation there you're doing. But, you can't, Spock would never dance, So anyway, you've got those two different ways of listening. The advantage of doing a Spock routine would be that you can analyze and you can assemble data, you can cross-reference things, get very technical, zero in on whatever it is, quantify things, just make it easier to make an informed decision from a logical perspective. Okay, but then there's the other side, right? The con to listening with your head, okay, is that you can't really get at the soul of your market, okay? I mean, if you become too analytical, it's good to quantify things, but that could be the missing link in your equation. If you're trying to do well online, that could be the missing link. You want to have both sides working in your listening, okay? Both sides. So the pros are, of course, listening with your head, you can add the numbers together and get an answer. If you listen with your heart, you've got more of a, an internal inside job to figure out on their end what's going on. Do they lay awake at night, staring at the ceiling, hoping things get better? I mean, what's going on? And of course, the con to thinking with your head is you can't get to the soul of the market. And the last one is the con to listening with your heart, and we've all done that before, and sometimes it didn't work out. But that's essentially what that can do. It can you can lose focus, get disoriented, maybe a little confused, and make decisions that aren't necessarily logical. So anyway, this is Stu Johnson with Paradigm Web. I hope you got something out of this video. Make a comment on the site or something. Let me know you're out there. Peace.